I'm coming at you today looking like a drag racer from 2005, at least until I put my glasses on, to talk about my teenage manifesto, as I call it. Now, what that really is a rap song I made in 2018 that is incredibly edgy and incredibly embarrassing. We're going to break down the lyrics of it.
Hey, little side child, you don't smile in public enough. Hey, little side child, is the school down the street what you're about to up?
So that could be wrongly perceived as a threat to yak up my school. I was still in high school. I was a senior. This was immediately following Parkland in Florida. I have to be careful about what words I use here because of the algorithm. I was essentially frustrated at the response from adults and the way they were treating the situation with intensified security, and I was venting my frustrations. Now, I was 18 years old. I was just a kid, an adolescent, as they say. I know 18's technically an adult, but you're not fully developed. You're still an adolescent. We do say and do things before we have our prefrontal cortex that we would not say and do later. This song falls in that category for me. As you'll see, it hasn't gotten bad yet, but it is about to.
Ever since Parkland, I felt like Eminem in the way I am. All eyes on me when I walk down the street. Look, that's a teen.
It's one of the teens. It's a gonna dance and protest. It's like our own little monkey out of state.
You retarded fucking faggots fill me with a lot of rage.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was both an R slur and an F slur at the late date of 2018, which was certainly a choice on my part. I reference Eminem. I don't know if I thought I was Eminem. He was known for offending people and saying things to get people riled up. Much less good at actually doing that, but I was a fan of him, and that's probably someone I was trying to emulate.
You make me want to pull the fire alarm and load up my AR too.
Do we need to go that far? Do we need to go that far? If you don't remember Parkland, what the yacker, I hate that that's the word I have to use, but what he did to get people, I guess, out in the hallways to yak them was pulling the fire alarm. And I was saying that I was going to do the same thing. I'm not being serious, obviously. Funny enough, just a few months prior to this, there had been a threat to yak up my school by someone in my grade. Essentially, there was a disagreement in an English class, and he was against, transgender ideology. He had all these weird beliefs, and there was a transgender girl in that class, and some whole dispute broke out, and he didn't show up to school the next day. Then he posted on social media that today's the day, and he's gonna yak up the school. And everybody's just sitting in class like, what the fuck do we do? Do we just bolt out of here? Like, we don't want to be sitting ducks.
Oh shit, the school's ready to have me arrested any minute now. The FBI's listening too. Can't make a joke, can't post a meme. This is a serious matter. We will have your head indeed.
So this was referring to another separate incident that happened in the days immediately following Parkland, where another kid in my grade, he posted a meme on the internet just joking about something. It was, he was probably doing the same thing, just trying to be offensive to be funny, and I believe he got expelled, at the very least suspended, but I'm pretty sure expelled from school for this. And I was essentially taking up his cause here because, I didn't feel that was just.
Hysteria, hysteria. We need to make sure the children are scared enough. We're so scared of this stuff. It can be solved by rocks, bats, no hats.
And this is referencing another specific headline that was particular to this moment. So there was something going around that people were going to throw rocks at yackers. And yeah, I never heard about that again. And of course, there's the classic, you can't wear hats in school. There's definitely some stuff that's a little over the top, and school can kind of seem like a prison at times.
We must protect the little ones. This is the fight of our lives. I have a spot in the classroom for every one of you to hide. All the trauma that this causes, your feelings we cannot allow you to hide.
So that was about my health teacher. He was kind of over the top, and he wanted us to all go around and I think talk about our feelings about the incident. And I don't know, he was kind of just needed a hobby, and he said he had designated a spot in his classroom for 20 different kids to hide in, which, I mean, it's a little silly. I mean, I can understand, where it's coming from, wanting to protect children, obviously. I'm not trying to shit on him totally.
Hey, little twisted one, we really need to keep an eye on you. Child, wear a friend because you're always looking so blue.
My singing is absolutely awful, but this is sort of referencing the fact that I was the kind of kid who people thought was going to yak up the school as well.
How about you lock us all up in a cage? What else is there to do about a teenage rampage? The NRA has got you nailed. All your regulation legislation will all fail. So I'd rather just be free, because the suburban hysteria just isn't for me.
Okay, so look, I do make some good points about the political ineffectiveness of Congress to actually do anything about the epidemic of violence in schools, and, that is valid.
Armed security lines the walls. You think the president was here? No, man, just a Diet Coke can and the news. This routine is becoming a snooze.
Isn't it great that we're still talking about the same guy 8 years later? It's actually 11 years total. It's so boring. Honestly, it's endless. Again, this is another part of the song that I do still stand by.
What should we do? Who should we call? I don't think Ghostbusters are gonna help at all.
So apparently I didn't know how to edit in a Ghostbusters sound effect, so I just played it off my phone. There's really no excuse for that because I was in a television production class where we edited like homeroom news. I don't know why I was so lazy.
Maybe it's because of the music and TV. Maybe we can pray all this evil away. Or we can just put it off another day, another year. Honestly, I don't mind this whole living in fear. Feels kinda exciting.
Okay, I really did not even remember this part. I didn't know that I made a bridge, a so-called bridge for this song. But I actually do remember hearing teachers saying that music and TV and violence in those things were the cause of yackings, which, again, just is nonsensical. And it seems like they would be saying that in 1999, not 2018. So yeah, this was just my way of throwing my own little rocks at the power structure of the school administration and teachers and counselors and whatnot, because they had this big dramatic response to Parkland. But yeah, this has been funny and weird to reflect on. Hope you enjoyed.